What's up guys, theBolderBoulder here, and today I'm going to be doing my 365 subscribers special. And for this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my latest Bionicle MOC, Sartax of Ice. Alright, first off, before we get on to the review, I want to apologize for not having content out for quite a while. I've been pretty busy lately with school and work and all kinds of stuff. Been doing yard work, stuff like that, you know. And I also have a job now. So, it's consuming a lot of my time. And I've also been having problems with the camera, which is the main reason why I haven't been able to get out this video. I was originally going to make this a 250 subscribers special, and if you'd been following my Facebook page, you'd have seen a sneak peek look of this MOC, but in a more skeletal form, I suppose you could say, in just the very basic parts that I was using to make it. But it's been changed up quite a bit since that time, and since I haven't been able to make this video, I've been modifying it a few different ways, adding more details and fixing up the stabilization. So I guess that's one good thing I did with it. So, all of that out of the way, here is Sartax of Ice. And in the future, I plan to make some more versions of Sartax in different elemental forms. Probably like fire and water and such. But, my next Bionicle project is most likely going to be another Vortex, because I really enjoy making those guys, and they usually turn out pretty well. Usually I just have to make a few modifications here and there, but they end up being even better. So, now, let's get to Sartax. So, first I'm going to give you a 360 view. I really had to work on the stabilization for this guy, and thankfully it's working out pretty nicely right now. So here's a look at the back. Plenty of detail and all these stabilizing parts. And here, right, and they connect right down here. So, there's a full view. So I'm going to start off by showing you the leg design. So, start off from the feet. As you can see, torso pieces for feet. You can use pieces for anything. That is one of the main inspirations for this MOC, actually. I really wanted to try to use these as feet, and I knew it had to be a very large MOC. So this is the outcome. As you can see, it's got different joints connecting it to the foot. It's an interesting design, I'd say, for this. It's got this type of extra friction stabilization part right up here. Well, it doesn't really have the friction adder like the Hero Factory has, but having these two joints really adds more friction and more stabilization, making it a more sturdy MOC. Then down here, because this MOC is big and heavy, I had to add one of these as well. And here is this ankle part. I actually got inspiration also from Yetis or ice monsters or things. I looked at pictures of them for inspiration, and I've always liked this kind of design of leg because it's more unworldly looking. And of course this creature is from a different universe, so it seemed to work. So enough with the legs for right now. Of course, I added this part right on the side to cover up and give it more of that icy detail. And I put these on the sides to make the legs look wider, more muscular and such. And now, here's a look at the arms. Start off with the hands. I've used this design plenty of times before, and I've shown you guys how to make it. It's pretty simple, yet very cool looking, I'd say. So here's the lower arm. Not a whole lot of detail right there. I just added this piece right here to add bulk. And here is the upper arm. Definitely more going on right here. Got plenty of parts to fill in and add detail, texture, and such. And I really wanted to use these ice parts that I've got all over him, and like here on the back. I really like how it came out. The only problems I really have with the articulation for this MOC is that since this neck is kind of thick, these little rubber spiked parts will get stuck on there, but usually just have to push them through and it'll go through. But that's basically it. That's really the main problem I have with the articulation, but other than that, it's pretty good. Pretty solid, I'd say. Really holds together. Can move it back, can move it forward, move to the side, all that good stuff. And I used Hero Factory parts for that, because it'd have more flexibility than just a single Bionicle part that would go from there and connecting down to this piece right down here. I might show you guys how to do some of this stuff if you'd like me to. So, here's a look at the arms again. Now let's look at the torso. I really wanted to make this guy look bulkier on the torso because at first it looked kind of skinny. So I added a bunch of detailing parts, like this right here. Added these spikes to really fill in right there. I think it did the job. It looks pretty good. And I really like using these little silver spikes because they're just so useful and they're just cool. That's all I can say. And here on the back I used one of these ice shield halves. I really like those things. And these blades from the Glatorian legend Gelu. And I added little spikes on there, just add more spikiness to it, add more detail and such. And then you can look all up in there and see how these Hero Factory parts are put in. Here, take the armor off. You can see which parts I used. Just these basic length parts. And the armor for the Hero Factory really helped out with covering up and everything, because if I didn't have those there, it'd just be little Bionicle parts, and those are kind of skinny looking, so it's really worked out. And besides, I like using Hero Factory parts with Bionicle anyway. So, now let's get a better look at the head. And as you may be able to tell, it has an articulated jaw. The top of the head moves up and down. This design took me a little while to make. Quite a few little modifications, had to change parts around and such. But, I think it turned out quite nicely. You can see how it was put together using all these smaller pieces. And I wanted, again, to add these ice-colored parts. I used 2 masks, and it worked. I used these blue eye pieces. So that is the eye, not that little blue connector piece, but this is the actual eye. So, turned out pretty nicely, and here is the neck. As you can see, I got this Hero Factory torso armor right there, covering it up, making it look larger. Once again, just me wanting to get more Hero Factory parts onto this Bionicle MOC. Because I was looking for ways to put Hero Factory parts on here, so it worked out. I used a couple of these little connector pieces, stuck them on those little pins, and placed them right there. I'm really glad that just conveniently was the right shape and fit. So it covers up from the top like that, and it sort of covers up that sort of vacant area from the top. And from angles, these usually cover up, except for straight on the side you can sort of see in there, but that's not that big of a deal, really. I'm really satisfied with how this worked out, though. So, once again, just look all around the figure. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. This MOC took me, man, I've had this MOC for quite a while. I just haven't been able to review it that much. Because I just haven't had time to, and I've had problems with the camera. Yeah, everything I said at the beginning of the video. So, yeah, that's basically it. Let's put him back up in a pose. With the feet, I have to adjust these little parts right here. I'm thinking about doing a update for this guy, probably. I can see a few areas that could use it, even though I've already modified it plenty. I'll probably try to bulk up the very lower part of the legs and modify the feet some. Fix them up, you know, the usual. That's what I like to do with these larger MOCs, is find areas that can be fixed and fix them. So, that is it. I don't really have much of a backstory for these guys. I just wanted to make something that looked really cool and made something big. So, that's it for now, guys. Please be sure to check out my Facebook and Blogspot pages. I'm going to be posting things on my Blogspot. I'm still working on my story, actually. Yeah, no, I just haven't had a whole lot of time to work on it. I'm going to finish it up sometime soon in the near future, hopefully, and get that out to you guys. Also, be sure to check out my Facebook page, because I'm going to have some exclusive photos of this guy up on there. So be sure you check those out. So please like that page and follow me on Blogspot if you have a blogger account. And if not, just please check there frequently, because I'm going to try to update them more frequently. I haven't been staying too true to that lately, unfortunately. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. I'm going to try to do better. But all of that aside, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos, liking the videos, subscribing, adding favorites, all that stuff. And I'm going to give all the glory to God because He deserves it, not me. It's not all me. He gave me the talent to do this, so I praise Him for that. So, God, you're awesome. Alright, so I will see you guys again in my next video. Have a great day, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't, because I'm definitely going to be coming out with some new stuff. Going to have some new Hero Factory MOCs sometime soon, hopefully. And I will try to get stuff out as quickly as I can. I'll just have to work with my schedule. So, yep, just to recap, I'll probably be able to do more during the summer. So, see you guys again in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.